Hey there, garden friends. It's Heather at Bush Poppy Farm. I hope you enjoyed that little morning tour of after the rain in the garden. We have had 3 days of rain that totaled, at my house at least, 2¼ inches. So it was a lot of rain. And so I was just checking on everything, and everything looks amazing. Nothing got flattened, and everything looks really, really healthy and green and good, even though we've been having lots of hard frosts. So that's great. What I would love to do today is share with you some of my favorite gardening books that you might want to gift to the gardener in your life or to yourself this holiday season. So the first one I have is called The Heirloom Gardener. It's Traditional Plants and Skills for the Modern World by Jean Forti. This book is so pretty. It has beautiful artwork and lots of different cool topics in here that kind of seem random, but they're totally not. Organic growing practices, artisanal skills, cordials, edible flowers. I mean, there's just so much great stuff in this book, so I highly recommend it. It's just, when I read this book, I actually saved it for my nighttime reading. It would be, I would read, a chapter a night and just really enjoy that and send me off to sleep with lovely words and lovely drawings. So, The Heirloom Gardener, Jean Forti. Okay, next one. You guys some of you probably already have this. It's the newest book by Jess Sowards. It's called The First Time Homesteader. This book has lots of great information in it about setting up your property, welcoming animals, beginning a home dairy, keeping bees, building homestead garden, all that kind of stuff. Great information, beautiful photographs. I believe you can get this one on Amazon. You could probably get the Jean Forti one as well, but this is a great book. I highly recommend it. All right, next one. This is one of my favorites, and you'll see I have tagged it in multiple places because it's got so much amazing information in it. So this one is by Nigel Palmer. It is, and the foreword is by John Kempf. So this is really related to the no-till and regenerative gardening agriculture revolution here. So this one's called The Regenerative Grower's Guide to Garden Amendments, using locally sourced materials to make mineral and biological extracts and ferments. This book is gold. I mean gold. So if you want to know how to, it's got so much science in it, but it's accessible science. That's what I love about it. If you want to know about how to use amendments in your garden, how to make amendments, how to apply, let's say, leaf mold biology, how to start a new garden plot using no-till methods, all of that is in here. And how to make IMO, that's awesome too. So lots of great photos, lots of great tables, lots of great information. And if you follow Nigel on YouTube, you can see him do these things on his channel. So see him do it live, and that will give you, well, not live, but see him do it in video form instead of just reading about it. That'll give you even more information. It's so great. And literally everything in this book are things that you already have. I've already done a couple of videos. If you look back, I'll link below the one to make water-soluble calcium from eggshells. I'll link that below this video. And I think I also have a video on making leaf mold biology, so I'll put that link down below as well. But these are all things that you can do in your garden with stuff that's on your property. So it doesn't cost anything. It is excellent for the soil. It feeds the microbiology of the soil, and it helps turn your garden into a regenerative garden. So it's really important stuff. Great read, easy read, super accessible information. I highly recommend this one. And then the next one, this is also a favorite book, Cool Flowers by Lisa Mason Ziegler. If you would like to grow any of the flowers that I talk about planting in October, straw flower, stock, ornamental kale, lambada, pansy, love in a mist, sweet peas, all that kind of stuff that I've got planted and growing out there, this is the book for you. Again, lots of information, lots of step-by-step, and makes it very, very easy. Lisa's a great teacher, so I highly recommend this book as well. You can get this on her website, thegardenersworkshop.com. I'll put a link to that below as well. And there's also a wealth of information on her website, as well as their shop where they sell seeds and tools, etc. And all of her online gardening classes are on there too. And some of them are as inexpensive as $34.95. Highly recommend. All right, next one, another very favorite book. I mean, these are all favorite books for me. This one's by Jessie Frost. It is called The Living Soil Handbook, No-Till Grower's Guide to Ecological Market Gardening, but it is scalable, so you could totally take this information and put it in your own garden, whether you're growing in containers on your patio or in raised beds or in row crops, it all will apply. Very similar in terms of lots of science, highly accessible, beautifully written. It's a really great book. So you can get this on Amazon, but I suggest you go to the link that I'll include below because it takes you to the No-Till Growers website, and by purchasing the book through their website, you will support all of the work that Jesse and his team do. They have an amazing podcast, multiple podcasts actually, and they also have a wonderful YouTube channel. So check all that out. I will link all this information below. And finally, a really fun book. It's also science-based, but again, extremely accessible. So none of these things are hard to read. It's not like reading a scientific journal, but all the information is there. This one's called Plant Partners, Science-Based Companion Planting Strategies for the Vegetable Garden. This one is by Jessica Walliser, also fantastic. You can learn how to break up heavy soils, combat weeds and diseases, lure pests away, attract specific beneficial insects, and improve pollination in your garden. Again, lots of beautiful photographs, lots of amazing information. Another highly recommend. So, I know that was kind of a brief rundown of all of those books, but I will link information about all of them below, and a couple of videos on things that I've already done in the garden using some information from these books. And I just really hope that you pick up a few of these and give them as gifts, or give them to yourself as gifts. You will love them. So much great information, and so worth your time, and very inspiring. When I read things in these books, it makes me want to get out there and do the work and make changes that will be positive for my garden. So I hope you enjoyed this little rundown of my favorite books, and these would be great gifts for the holiday. Have a wonderful time in your garden, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.